everyone. How are you doing tonight? I hope you are all doing well. So I just want to make a quick video here, and I wanted to just go over and kind of call out some of the fucked up things I'm seeing here on Katie's birthday post to her family. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right on over there and get started. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it's this Instagram post here. She posted it 2 days ago on her birthday, and it says, "This queen was born in November." To the right here, she says, "Happy birthday to me. We've been sick for 2 weeks," which meant no time to think about what I even wanted as a gift. No time to shop, no time to plan. You're not supposed to be the one who shops on your birthday. I mean, you can be, but usually other people do that for your gifts, but okay. "We focused on our son. My husband got sick while caring for us. Turning a year older this year wasn't exciting. All the day meant was that I was 1 year older." That's like every adult birthday. I'm sorry, especially if you have kids. Like, that's every freaking birthday. Come on. Holy shit. "I guess birthday excitement is lost as you age." Yeah. "This marks my 4th birthday, no contact from my biological family, as opposed to her other family that's not biological and non-existent too, for that matter." Anyway, "Time passes. I grieve the family that I had. There are days that I question my choice. Then I'm reminded that my son will not grow up around yelling, violence, and abuse." How the fuck did we get here? Like, think about it. How long have I been reading for? Like maybe a minute, if that. And it started off with "happy birthday to me" to "I'm reminded that my son won't grow up in yelling, violence, and abuse." Like, where was this? I missed the segue here. Like, I know I know it jumped from one thing to another, but there was no segue. How did we get here? Anyway, why did we get here? "I remember feeling almost brainwashed from the narcissistic abuse. I had to unlearn the stories that they told me about me that were not true. Going no contact was so hard, but I know that I made the right choice. I clearly remember waking up and finally seeing clearly." You clearly remember seeing clearly? Okay. "The people that I thought were honest and genuine people were not." Welcome to life, okay? Where all of us, at many points in times in our lives, we become disillusioned because people are never what we perceive them to be. People are just as flawed as we are. That's how it works. Okay, no one deserves to be up on some pedestal. And really, the only thing you end up crushing from that pedestal is your own expectations and your own hopes. Anyway. "They were guided by a narcissist that lied and manipulated to keep us dependent on them." Huh? Okay, see, and the reason why I say huh is because Katie hasn't been dependent on anyone for like 20 plus years now. She herself says this. She brags about being a homeowner in her 20s or whatever. And then, she and her husband met and they hooked up and shit. And he needed a hot water tank heater or whatever. And she wrote him a check right there in the spot and took care of it. She brags about all the money she made, like even before the internet and stuff. So when the fuck was she ever dependent on anyone? So that's a lie. That's some bullshit right there. There's more though. There's more, in my opinion. "I will never be manipulated or degraded again now that I'm free from that." To which I have to ask, those of you out there who actually do have narcissistic parents, even when you go no contact, do you ever really feel free from them? You may feel a weight off your shoulders. You may feel more free. You may feel more relaxed. But are you ever really free from them? This is not a statement or a post that an actual victim, a child victim of narcissistic parents would write. In fact, I would argue that they wouldn't even write anything completely and totally unprompted, especially on their birthday, because narcissistic parents would be fucking with her if they really were. They would be the ones posting publicly about this shit, not her. But the fact that she's the one posting publicly about it, that kind of tells me that maybe it's not the parents that are the narcissists here, my opinion. Going on. This has been very hard. There are times I feel so alone. I wonder why I made this choice. I feel like a failure. But then I remember that I broke the cycle. Okay, again, I'm going to just point out this is not something, in my opinion, that an actual childhood victim of narcissistic parents would write. They would never be so braggadocious about breaking a cycle. They would never call it that. They would just think of it as just alleviating oneself, doing whatever it takes for them to survive, for them to keep their sanity, not breaking the cycle. But whatever. I would rather be alone with my small family, my son and my husband. Here, I know I am loved. That right there. Oh my God. You know who says that they're not loved by their family members or whatever? The narcissist. Yeah. Okay. No child is sitting there saying, I just wish my narcissistic parents loved me. Because they know that they'll never feel love from their parents the way they want to. Because not that their parents don't love them, but they're not capable of displaying that love in a healthy way for most people. That's just how it is. I mean, this is all my opinion. Okay. And take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, because I'm no the professional in any kind of mental health field. But I mean, all right, I'll get to that in a minute. Most importantly, my son will never have to be exposed to my abuser anymore. He is safe. That is what matters the most. So happy birthday to me. Wow. Okay. I don't think she really commented anywhere. Happy birthday to your baby. Yeah, that's pretty much all that she commented, I believe. Yeah, it looks that way. Okay. So now I'm going to break this down a little bit. All right. So she says, happy birthday to me. We've been sick for 2 weeks, which meant no time to even think about what I wanted as a gift. No time to shop, no time to plan. See, I wonder if she's throwing that in there because just no one got her anything. And she really hasn't, I don't think she even thought to get herself something to make it look like somebody got her something. And she's always shown off things that she's gotten in the past, whether it's a cereal dispenser or purse or whatever the fuck else it was. She's always bragged about that, and rightfully so. I would too. But it seems like it just dawned on her that she didn't arrange to have shit to brag about this year. So, well, I just have to tell people that, there's a reason for it. We've been sick, just no time, Anyway. And then, no time to plan. We focused on our son. My husband got sick while caring for us. Turning a year older this year wasn't exciting. All the day meant was that I was 1 year older. That's how birthdays work. And the fact that, it sounds to me like she's had a very privileged life with her birthdays, in my opinion. Something that children with narcissistic parents don't often have. But Katie, though, seems to have had every year to be exciting, and the day made more about simply just turning a year older. It was her day. But this year it wasn't. It wasn't her day. So it sounds to me like she had a very privileged life. Something, again, that most kids of narcissistic parents just don't really get. Anyway. So there's that. Now I just want to show you some things here. Now there's a subreddit called which one am I on? Insane Parents. Okay. And it's in a range of things. Like people will find like in the mommy groups on Facebook, they'll find like crazy shit that they're saying, and they'll post those in here. Or oftentimes it's at the children of narcissistic parents who post shit in here. And this is what, okay, so Katie says that her parents are narcissistic, or her father is especially. Well, if her father was doing any of these things that actual narcissistic parents are doing, then we would all know about it. Like everyone on social media would know about it probably. And even if Katie didn't tell anyone, because people here in this community are good at finding shit out. So let me share this. Okay. This says, if you saw my last post, here are other wild texts my mom has sent this year. Okay. Wait, I want to open this in a new tab so I can make it bigger. Thank you again, Cheshire, for that tip. Okay, so after speaking with your eldest brother, it has been decided that I am better off dying than living. I will therefore change my status to DNR. Thus, the next time I go into kidney failure, they will not send me out. I'm telling all of you this because we really aren't a close family. That's probably my fault, just as everything else is my fault. But after listening to Redacted give me shit and scream at me, I'm tired of living. None of you want kids, and the dogs, wait, none of you want kids, and the dogs don't know me from shit. I don't have a place to live, so I'd just rather cease to exist. I know how to cause my own kidney failure, so I can do that soon. Why would that can't be? It's got to be kind of a very uncomfortable and painful way to go. Why would you do that? I don't. Anyway, I do love the three of you, and I've been asking your brother to have my jewelry appraised so I can leave some pieces to each of you. So Redacted, get an appraiser, and a state lawyer will know who to contact. I'll look as well before I do this. I'll look. I'll hook you up before I go. I'd like to see you before I die and say goodbye. Maybe let you choose a few pieces of jewelry since it's all I have left to bequeath to you. Talk to you soon. And then we have. Okay. Oh, fuck you and your father. When my mother died, your father offered me no support, you stupid half-breed. I turned completely to my music for support. I was fucking 9 months pregnant with you, and I did not drink any alcohol. You were early because I was so fucking depressed. My body started to shut down. Would that have happened if your dear father was so supportive? Your father offered me sweet fuck all. That's why I left him. He was a selfish shit who was angry that his mother gave the family farm to so-and-so and vowed he'd amass more property than the farm he felt he had rights to. You're stupid when you pretend to know what your father did or didn't give me. You have his version. Go ahead. I'll die knowing that you're misinformed. I don't care. That's fine by me, but stop spouting heroic acts of your father toward me. Your father tell you I drank? That's Redacted, not me. It's kind of a crazy one. Okay, so there's that. See what I mean? Okay, so these are clear, very good textbook examples of the behavior of narcissistic parents. Well, we don't see her parents coming for Katie at all. There's been like maybe twice I can think of, like in like the past year, where her mother has briefly, very briefly left a comment on her Facebook page. The one time was showing or was sending well wishes for Katie's cat that was in the hospital. And another time was for something similar to that. I forget what it was, but that's it. And even that was not all that warm of a comment. Like it was like kind of, I don't even know. I think her mom well, she did say once before that her mom has Alzheimer's, but that was like 5 years ago or something. She said it. Or actually, no, it was like 4 years ago. I don't know how such a disease progresses or how long, so I don't know. I can't make any comment on that. But so maybe that's why her mother just left out of the blue 2 posts or 2 comments on her Facebook page. I don't know. Or maybe her mom just did so out of a little small sense of obligation. I don't know. But that's all we've seen or heard about. But yet she keeps putting these posts up about her parents every few months. Like, so this leads me to wonder what the fuck happened between her and her parents recently. Because she just out of the blue, it's almost like she started writing this post and then something happened between her and her parents and she just looked at the post and said, no, fuck that. We're going to talk about my parents. You know, it's like she started off here, something happened, and then she went over there. So I wonder what happened. What did her parents do to piss her off so badly that she then had to drag her parents in an Instagram post? And like I was saying, every few months or so, Katie does this. She's dragging her parents. Her parents aren't coming for her. Her parents are just insanely quiet in regard to her. It's almost like they they're acting like she doesn't exist. It doesn't matter if she's cut them off because they're like, Katie, who? So yeah, I think Katie's half right, in my opinion. There is some narcissistic abuse going on here, in my opinion. But it's not against Katie, in my opinion. Okay, now, I know what a lot of people, what comes to your mind or what you're feeling when you read her posts regarding her parents and she paints them in this light. I get, and I totally understand that a lot of people's first initial reaction is, I wonder if her parents have seen this. And if not, I think they should. I want to just ask you to please don't do that. Okay, don't. There's a lot of people in this community, and her parents, I have no doubt, I've never contacted them, but I have no doubt that they've been contacted time and time again. And if they wanted to become involved, they would have responded to someone by now. They're not going to. They don't want the fucking hassle. And I don't blame them. I wouldn't either. So I don't know what happened between Katie and her parents this week or whatever. Probably, and I really think something did happen. I mean, because it was her birthday after all, so it makes sense. It sounds like she didn't get her way about something, and she's dragging her parents for it, in my opinion. I don't know if her parents watch any of our videos or channels or check up on her through any of our outlets or whatever. But if by some chance they were to hear this, I just hope that they know. I'm sure that they do, but I hope that they know that anyone who's spent any time with Katie knows that it's not their fault. And though no parent is perfect, I'm sure that they made mistakes as parents. I mean, a lot of people do, and we all do. I can't imagine any mistakes, though, like actual mistakes that happen that would warrant Katie to treat them like this. And it sucks that she's doing that. And why is my cat meowing? Mr. Jinx. Morris Kitty. All right, yeah, he's got 2 names. Okay. It's my neighbor's cat. Our cat now. No, we didn't steal him. Our neighbor gave him to us. But the neighbor named him Mr. Jinx. But for some reason, from the first time we saw him, to both myself and Michael, he just looked like Morris. So we got used to calling him Morris. So now the cat has 2 names. Morris Jinx. Anyway, okay, I'm done. Sorry. But you'll probably hear him meowing. He's a very loud meower. But selfishly, I hope that someone from her family would come out and just answer our curiosity questions. You know, I do, but I don't think that that'll ever happen. And let's face it, if it did, she'd come for them like big time. And I wouldn't want to see that happen to anyone in her family because they had to grow up with her. That's enough, in my opinion. But I hope that they know that it's not their fault. We know, or at least I hope that they know that no one really, ever would think it's their fault. So, yeah, but I'm going to ask, please, if you have the urge of the inclination or the desire, the drive to contact them, please don't. Please. They've been harassed enough. Let's leave them be. And besides, if they wanted to talk to any of us, anyone from this community, they know how easily they can find us, and they would if they wanted to. So if they didn't, they don't. So let's not. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a good night. Okay, now it's time for member shout-outs. I'd like to thank
Mama K, Vivian Galagos, Chanley, Grouchy Mama Bear, April Penrod, Miss L85, Lacey Wolf, Renell Smith, Robin Becker, Cal, Table Topics, Tex Mix, Fax Thunderclaps, Susie J, Channel's been deleted, Emmy Lou, Jill B, Heathen, Mother of Five, Elizabeth Brodna, DC, Fayette, Sally Godfrey, Maps Cat, Cheryl, Mr. Black Wolf, Rhonda Smith, Estella Havisham, Queen Stoney, Tequila Alive and Me, Rena Rue, Nana Hawk, Sean Coffey, Cheryl Tobiason, Sakara Bear, Sassy Elmo, Flying Mom Laura, Berber, Verillion, Purple Drake and Chill, I'm fucking Rakin, Osbel, Sunny D, Jen Gerard and Poodlerific.
Thank you very much for joining, and thank you everyone for watching.